Up Devoid over here with another what I'm up to. What am I up to? Yeah, you see, yeah, if you remember, I was installing Linux Mint, but that was a terrible failure. Reason being, I was having beginner issues. It was not that it sucked, it was beginner issues. I wanted something with a major library, which apparently I couldn't find something called Open Tunes on that. Where was I? Mint. I couldn't find Open Tunes on Linux Mint. It was a problem when I tried to use the terminal. Either I configured it wrong because it did not work. I tried it for every step. I was stuck, so I used chat and still got stuck. And then I decided to switch to, you get it? Ubuntu. But that was not easy. That was a problem that I would like to tell you about. When I was installing this thing, it did a lot of problems, like a lot. So I'm just gonna pause for a second and then show you. Yeah, so when you start up, you gotta go here. So I had a problem. I don't know what happened because my system did not work. I had to set this to what's this I'm not sure if you can see this. It's legacy. Yeah, I had to set it to legacy, and also I had to check this part. You have to check this part when you're installing. You have to enable. You have to do this one. See this one? This is F1 boot menu. You have to enable it. You have to, if you're a laptop or PC, sometimes it needs to enable it. And sometimes my time was messed up. I think it still is. I don't know. I'm not gonna bother fixing that up. It was all jumbled up. I didn't know what the problem. I got stuck on this one for 2 days straight trying to figure out how to install Ubuntu. I had already downloaded it and everything was right. I just did not check this one, and this one also was a problem. It has to be on legacy boot mode, which works. If you try to set it on the other one, it was a nightmare. The other thing is, when I was installing it, the installing thing either had to connect to Wi-Fi or not. I was connecting to Wi-Fi most of the time, so it did not go anywhere. I was struggling. It was a nightmare. So I stopped installing via Wi-Fi and just decided not to do that way. And that's what I'm recommending. If you're having a problem installing Ubuntu, is it Ubuntu? Yeah. I'm recommending you to just do it offline. Don't try to connect to the internet, even it might seem convenient. But if your PC can maybe handle it or not, I don't know. I was having problems with those two areas. It was a long, hectic 2 weeks for me because that did not go the way I planned it. So here it is. It's starting up. Let's see what happened. Wait, did I say it's devoid over here? I don't think I introduced myself. Probably I did. Insanity. Now, as we can see, wow, it's taking longer. But compared to my previous situation, this is actually much faster. Let me just pause and see you later. As you can see here, it's doing its magic, whatnot. I'm not sure if it's supposed to do this or just jump in, but it does this. I'm scared. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. It just does this. But I just ignore it and just let it boot up like this. And then it does this. I'm not sure if I did something wrong. I'm not gonna care, but it runs, it works, and it's much more smoother than my previous one, which is surprisingly good. It runs well. So what is next up for me is I'm gonna show you. I want to learn how to make a virtual machine, so I can make a virtual server on an external hard drive. I have a 1 TB hard drive somewhere, so I want to create a server with it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. There it is, my beauty. This is the hard drive. I'm not sure how I'm gonna achieve it because I have zero idea on how to do any of this, as you may have figured out. See, 1 TB, but it's not exactly 1 TB because it already has some. It's 900 and something gigs. It is. I hate that. It's not specifically 1 TB, but it will do what I want. Now I'm just gonna enter my secret password, which I think I did it correctly. See, it's very long. I did a long one. I don't know why. Every time I had to install something using the terminal, it has asked me that. And also, I also had a problem with the terminal. Let me get up. It's taking a while to boot up. The problem with the terminal which I was having was it did not allow me to input my password. I don't know why. It did not allow me to input my password. When I was installing, I was trying to check if I could install OpenTunes. No, wait, what was I trying to do? Yeah, Pi-hole. I was checking if I could run Pi-hole on this, and it works, but I was hesitant because I thought I should make a virtual machine first. It wouldn't allow me to input my password. This thing became red for some reason. I don't know why. See this top part? It became red. It was red. Red X. So I could not install my password. But I found a workaround. I just did this at another terminal and then type my password here. I'm just gonna type a bunch of random things to show you, and then I did this. Nope, wrong one. I did this and then copied it. So if your terminal doesn't work, and then I just pasted it, it worked, and I just entered it, and then the password just read. So what is next up for me is I just installed this virtual box. I am gonna try to make a virtual box out of this machine. Wait, whatever. Yes, this. I'm gonna try to run a virtual box. That is, now I got 2 of these. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but hopefully I succeed in making a virtual box. For now, I'm gonna try and go to here. I have no idea what this is. Okay, I'm just gonna hope that worked. That didn't read. Okay, it's complaining a lot. I have no idea what's going on. I'm panicking, but not majorly. For now, I'm gonna try to say, I'm gonna try to download Ubuntu software for server and then run it on this virtual machine which I'm planning to make. Okay, I understand you don't want to work. Okay, you don't want to work. Plus 2 details. There is nothing. You don't want to work. I should have tested you before I did this. Oh yeah, you're working. You are a jack. Okay, I'm gonna go with Firefox on this one because you don't want to work. Go away. Hey. And also the fun thing I did was that, yeah, I'm going with Firefox over here, okay? Ubuntu, blah, 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 yeah, Ubuntu.com. I'm gonna try installing Ubuntu server and then running on my virtual machine. That's what I learned, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna try to run my virtual machine on my external hard drive and make it as a storage and run it as a NAS server or whatnot if it's possible. And then I'm gonna try to run Pi-hole on the same server so that my clutter gets whatnot. I hope I succeed, and that's what I'm planning for the future. Okay, bye.